Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look at the scouting report on Finland going into the World Junior Championships this year for 2021. We're going to be looking at the roster, some guys that have been drafted in this year's draft, as well as guys to keep an eye on for this roster. We're going to be taking a look at those guys in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL and more videos like this, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And let's take a look at the latest scouting report on the Finland team before the World Junior Championship. Alright guys, so we have some good news. As we get closer and closer to the World Junior Championship, we are starting to get an idea of the roster we will see in this year's team. And real quick, guys, links are in the description down below. Check out our Patreon, our Instagram, and Twitter at goalline_hockey. If you're interested in following those, make sure to check that out. So with that out of the way, guys, let's take a look at the prospects for Finland in this year's World Junior Championship roster. The big one that everybody is talking about is the 2020 12th overall pick for Finland, Anton Liddell, drafted to the Florida Panthers, and he could be playing in the NHL a lot sooner than later. And apparently, the staff has been pretty excited about what he can do. Panthers Vice President of Player Personnel and Development, Gregory Campbell, said, "Our development staff puts out a questionnaire for our kids after the draft to kind of get to know them, and one question is, how far away do you think you are from playing in the NHL?" And sometimes guys we might think are a little bit further away might say, "I can play in the NHL next year." It gives us an idea of where their minds are at and their confidence level, whether it's warranted or not. Lundell actually said he thinks he could play now. In his mind, he is ready. 6'1", 185 pounds. He played in HIFK in Liga last season, where he put up 20 points, 12 goals, 8 assists, and he averaged over 19 minutes of ice time in the Liga, which, if you remember, is a men's league. So that's pretty solid numbers there for Anton Liddell. He's 19 years old, from Espoo, Finland, and there's a lot of hype around him going into his third season in Liga this year. Another guy to keep an eye on is Ronnie Hervinen, who's played with a second-round pick, 59th overall in this year's draft by the Toronto Maple Leafs here in the 2020 NHL draft. He's 18 years old, 5'9", 164 pounds. He's got to put on a little bit of weight, but he's ranked second in Liga among all under-19 age skaters last season with 16 points in 52 games. Now moving on to a Boston Bruins prospect, which we've seen, the 21-year-old Urho Vacheinen. Vacheinen is on loan with Sapai since the end of November. He has scored 1 goal and is a +2 while averaging over 22 minutes of ice time per game. Vacheinen is 6'1", 185 pounds, drafted 18th overall back in 2017 by the Boston Bruins. But the excitement is there. He's projected to be a top 4 defenseman perhaps as early as this season with the Boston Bruins, especially with the changes to their blue line with Torrey Krug and Zadina leaving. That definitely makes a spot for Urho Vacheinen to potentially jump into the top 4 for the Boston Bruins as soon as this year. Moving on to a little bit of an older prospect, Larry Pagio, Niemi, a forward who played with TPS Turku. He's 21 years old, selected in the 5th round of the 2018 NHL draft by the New York Rangers. He's playing in his 4th season in Liga, and Pagio Niemi, who is 6 foot, 196 pounds, has 6 goals and 6 points, 4 goals, 2 assists, and 2 power play goals with 44 shots on goal while averaging over 15 minutes of ice time with TPS Turku. Emil Bemstrom, a forward who has played with HIFK. Benstrom was returned to the Blue Jackets on November 30th after his loan agreement with HIFK. The 21-year-old is 6 foot, 190 pounds, selected in the 4th round of the 2017 NHL draft by yours truly, the Columbus Blue Jackets. And there's obviously a lot of excitement around him. He's been playing almost 18 minutes of ice time per night in the Liga with HIFK. He scored 20 points, 10 goals, and 10 assists in 56 games for the Blue Jackets last season. A couple of other notable guys to keep an eye on as well. Leosh Anderson, who is 22 years old, a former 7th overall pick back in 2017. He's averaging over 16 minutes of ice time right now with the HV71 out in the Sweden's League in the SHL. A lot of excitement around Leosh Anderson. Pavel Dorofeyev, Vegas Golden Knights property playing in the KHL with the Russian team. He has scored 4 points already in his 2 games with Medvedi Chelyabinsk, whatever that is, in Russia's minor league hockey. And he is chosen in the 3rd round back in 2019 of the NHL draft by the Vegas Golden Knights. A couple of other guys, Filip Zadina, who is playing right now in the Czech League, a former number 6 overall pick back in 2018. He has he's doing quite well. 13 points in 14 games in the Czech League, and he has last season 15 points in 28 games with the Red Wings last year. Obviously, a lot of excitement about Zadina going into this season. So, guys, let me know in the comment section down below which of these guys over in Europe are you most excited for seeing come over this season, potentially in the NHL? Some of these guys, like Benstrom and Zadina, we've already seen in the NHL, but do you think they have more potential after this little bit of a stint overseas? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, guys, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.